long flights, layovers, 30 or so hours of traveling, by the time you arrive on the island of Singapore, you're hungry and tired. And chances are it'll stay that way for most of your visit, as the nose-tickling smells from Singapore's vast multicultural restaurants and food stands will have you craving so much more. So refreshing on this humid day. As for tired, it's due to fighting off your exhausted haze in this fiery city, once dubbed Singapore by many. The nickname no longer applies, nor do many of its notorious social constraints, offering plenty of opportunities to get in tune with Singapore's culture and nightlife. Or a twinkling bird's-eye view of Sir Stamford Raffles' creation. Raffles laid claim to Singapore in the 1800s and divided the lush tropical area into various districts. If you're longing for Great Britain in the middle of the Southeast Asian jungle, this is where it's at, the Colonial District. Raffles Hotel could be considered the area's palace, peeking out against the urban jungle. The hotel's hulking colonial architecture and scenic gardens might draw you in, but it's something much sweeter that'll capture your heart. Or at least your liver. Packed even at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, the Long Bar is home to the original Singapore Sling. If you think only tourists sip it, you might be right. This boozy cotton candy pink drink is, well, just that. But almost anything is refreshing when perspiration overpowers you in Singapore's sweltering humidity. Well, almost anything. For something a little more Singapore authentic, the Maxwell Food Center is next. It's a hawker center and it's in Chinatown, and it's supposed to be a local's favorite.
The hawker center Maxwell Road is here.
Is it good food?
Good.
Thank you, Mr. Chang. Thank you. Off to the hawker center. Walking into the maze of food stalls catering to Singapore's varied taste buds, Indian, Malaysian, Chinese to name a few, it can be overwhelming at first. But eating at a hawker center can be considered a spiritual experience of sorts, where one can satisfy their faithful or even adventurous cravings, from surf to turf and everything in between. We're trying a bean curd skin roll, and let's give this a shot. Tasty! But after passing tables with remnants from satisfied customers, soon enough you'll find a cuisine that suits your palate. For me, a succulent Muslim curry chicken and rice dish warmed my heart, yet set my mouth on fire.
Oh, that's good. Oh my God, it's so hot.
With Singapore being a tropical rainforest climate, when stormy skies reign overhead, which they often do, Singaporeans simply carry on with their business. And so will I, as I have one more sight to see. We're headed to Pulau Ubin. It's a little village off of Changi Point in Singapore. And we're gonna take a bumboat. Bumboat, that's what they're called. They're little boats that fit about 12 people. This'll be an adventure. One can escape the hustle and bustle of modern-day Singapore for a glimpse of its past. Getting there is half the fun. Bumboats are Singapore's rickety little vessels that could. Smelling of diesel and sea, they ferry people and their goods to the weather-beaten docks and cottages of the island. You'll feel a million miles away from Singapore. Welcome to Pulau Ubin! It's where you can pedal freely through Southeast Asia's nature without the worry or smell of modern-day mass transit. Yet, with a bumboat to catch from an island where time seems to stand still, our time is limited. In and around Singapore, there's always more to see and explore than time permits. Which is exactly why Singapore should never be classified as Singapore.